Hello everybody, it's Jay Roby. We're going to be continuing on with our exploration of chess opening strategies, and this video is going to focus on the English opening. Generally, the English opening it's a fairly popular play by White, and this actually was the opening that Bobby Fischer used to kind of throw a wrench into the cogs of Spassky in 1972. I don't know if you guys ever read much on Bobby Fischer, but there was a whole bunch of magazines like Time, I think Life magazine and things like that, and there was one magazine that showed a picture of I think Spassky and some Russians with how to counter E4 openings from White. So they were really focusing that Fischer would always play the E4 opening, and Fischer in one of the games threw a wrench into that. So I thought that was pretty cool. This was also used a lot, according to Wikipedia, by Karpov, Kasparov. So that's pretty cool. So we'll get into it here. We'll go through the book line first, and then we'll talk a little bit about some variations. So the book line goes as follows: pawn to c4. So basically, what White's objective is here is staking a claim to the d5 square, basically, with the c4 opening. The book line for Black is e5, and now White c3, and Black bishop to b4. White to d5 with the knight already in an outpost. Black retreats the bishop to e7. White plays now to d4. Black goes to d6. White goes to e4. So at this point in time, we'll just take a quick look here. Black has one piece developed, although it's kind of not the greatest bishop here at the moment. It just really has access to one diagonal, and it has two center pawns, with the d6 pawn supporting the e6 pawn. And White has three pawns now in the center of the board, and a knight that's infiltrated to d5. So from here the book moves continue. Black now develops a knight to f6, attacking this pawn here. White takes bishop, Queen takes bishop, and now White supports the e4 pawn with the f3 pawn. So that's the basic book moves here for the English opening. So let's take a look here at where the situation lies right now. White has a very large pawn island here in the center of the board, opting for two small pawn islands on the flanks. White's bishop here has access along that diagonal. The queen can come out here as well as here, and if required can come out here, where the bishop, the white bishop here, has only one option right now, and that's to come out two squares in this diagonal. The G knight can come out to two places. It can come out to E2 and G3. The rook for White is sealed in on the H, and pretty much sealed in on A1 as well. So that's the White position right now. Black's position, the rooks are sealed in, although Black does have an option to castle, and the knight here on B8 can access A6, C6, and D7, so it can play a role in the center play, as well as come out this way to attack the center from the side of the board. The bishop here has a diagonal out, and the pawn structure here is still rather tight. Black has the d6 pawn and the e5 pawn, and the queen here can come out one square and impact two diagonals. Oops. Like this, and along this diagonal as well. And the knight on f6 here can go to a number of squares. It can also go to d7 like the other knight. It also is attacking d5, which is a pivotal square in any chess match. It's also attacking e4, g4, h5. So it's a well-placed knight that could be used for a variety of strategies. So that's pretty much black's position. Now, one of the reasons why the English opening is very popular is you can deviate from the book line quite easily. So, for example, here's the main line, main book moves. So instead of playing d4 here, white has the option of going, say, g3, whatever black plays, and then franchettoing that bishop out into a ready opening. Another variation of the English opening is, for example, if black were to play c6 after the English opening, the white player can transpose into a Polish opening, so lending more flexibility to the English opening. So if the white player is comfortable with the Polish opening and the black isn't, definitely could be a nice advantage for white. Now, there are quite a few common responses from black to the English opening. We'll just cover a few here. There's the first one is e5. This is called the reverse Sicilian. Then there's also c5, which is the symmetrical variation. And then after e6 here and d4, d5, it can lead into a Queen's Gambit declined. So the English opening is a very versatile opening by white. There's a number of black responses to it, and white has a lot of flexibility in deciding how exactly they're going to play through the opening. So the book moves, of course, we covered those, but there are so many variations that can be used. So it's a very flexible opening. On a side note, with these chess lessons on openings, I'm including PGN files of the book moves off my YouTube channel. You can access those through a link on the upper left. It's where I store all my match PGN files for video responses, and the files for the openings will just be called the opening, whatever opening it is. So I think I've so far done, I've got an alkaline one up there, and now I'll have an English opening PGN up there, just strictly the book moves. So take care, hope you enjoy the video.